People call Odysseus a hero of wits and the loyal husband. I call him a liar, a terrible leader, and a serial cheater. Let's look at his famous 10-year journey home. The story says he was desperate to get back to his wife, Penelope. Really? Was he? Because he spent 1 year living with the sorceress Circe, and then he spent 7 years living with the nymph Calypso on a tropical island. That is 8 out of 10 years spent in the beds of immortal goddesses. He wasn't trapped. He was on a decade-long vacation while his wife was fending off aggressive men back home. He only left Calypso because Zeus literally ordered her to kick him out. Now, let's talk about his leadership skills. When he left Troy, he had 12 ships and about 600 men. When he got home, he was the only survivor. He has a 100% casualty rate for his team. He let his men get eaten by the Cyclops because he was too arrogant and wanted to brag about his name. He watched 6 of his men get eaten by Scylla because he didn't want to warn them. He fell asleep at the wheel and let his men open the bag of winds, blowing them away from home when they were almost there. If Odysseus was a CEO today, he would be in prison for gross negligence. But the worst part is his homecoming. When he finally got back to Ithaca, disguised as a beggar, he found 108 suitors trying to marry his wife. Sure, the suitors were rude. They ate his food and drank his wine. But did they deserve to be massacred in a locked room? Odysseus and his son locked the doors and slaughtered all 108 men with bows and spears. It was a bloodbath. And then, the darkest chapter. He rounded up the 12 maids who had served the suitors, often against their will. He forced these women to clean up the blood and drag out the dead bodies of their lovers. And when they were done cleaning, he didn't forgive them. He didn't exile them. He ordered his son to hang them all in the courtyard like thrushes caught in a net. Because in Odysseus's mind, they were disloyal property. Odysseus isn't a hero. He is a man who uses words to justify his crimes. He cheated on his wife, got his crew killed, and murdered defenseless women. But because he tells a good story, history forgave him.